I'm Gail. Welcome back to Gail's Low Carb Recipe Ideas. Well, today we're going to make a delicious brownie bite. It's got low carb chocolate chips in it, and it's just really tasty. So I thought I'd like to share it with you. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. So I've got my one bowl for my wet ingredients, and we're going to put in a half a cup of melted butter, which is about 113 grams. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put in a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we're going to add in my sweetener. Now I've powdered mine. I'm doing 2/3 cup of erythritol monk fruit combination. You can choose whatever you'd like, and that's approximately 135 grams. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a stir. Now we're going to add in 3 eggs. And I beat them ahead of time. Now always be careful, because if your butter is too warm, you could actually cook the eggs a bit, and we don't want that. So I let it sit for a few minutes because it was a little too warm. Now we're just going to take this and set it aside. Some of my erythritol has not dissolved well in here, but it will when it bakes. So I'm going to set this aside, and now we're going to add in our dry ingredients into this bowl. So I've got a half a cup of almond flour, which is about 50 grams. And then I have a 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, which is about 35 grams. And then we're going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan salt. And a half a teaspoon of baking powder. And a tablespoon of gelatin. Now I'm using Knott's gelatin. It's in the little pouch, and that's equal to a tablespoon. So I'm just going to mix this all together. And then once I've got it somewhat mixed, we'll put it into the liquid, the wet ingredient. So we'll bring that back over. And we'll put this in. And mix her all up. There, we got it mixed nicely. Now I've got my homemade chocolate chips. I'm going to put in 1/3 cup. And just mix it around. Now we're ready to put them. I've decided I'm going to put them in like little brownie bites. I love the ones that are at Costco, and they are bad for you, but they have great flavor. Okay, let's get the containers and let's try and get everything put together. So I'm just going to use my little gadget here, my cookie scooper, and so I make them approximately the same amount. I'm going to just plop them into my silicone mats. And I'll continue doing this till I got them all filled. So I ended up with 18 of them. And they're just nice bite size. You don't go overboard with them. And we're going to put them in the oven at 350 for approximately 18 to 21 minutes, something like that. It just depends on your oven. So I ended up making 16 of them. They're perfect size. They're delicious. I quite like them. very chocolatey, very good. And with the chocolate chips in it, when you bite in, you get that chunk of chocolate chip. And these are my homemade chocolate chips. I'll put it on the link on the site so you can check that out as well. Or you could use Lily's chocolate chips as well. You can buy them in the store. But mine are cheaper to make, I think. Very good. So if you'd like to go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com, you can find the recipe for this, and you can find some other ones that you'd be interested in. So you take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.